Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will discuss about conditional statements in Java. So when it comes to the concept of logic, we have three things. The first one is sequence. Second one is selection. And the third one is iteration. Okay. If you learn these three things, if you understand these, how to build these three things, you can easily build any particular logic. Okay. So what do you mean by sequence is writing your statements one after another. Like for example, I read the first statement, second statement, third statement, fourth, fifth, sixth. Like this, I'm writing all my statements one after another. Okay, then this is what known as a sequence. And the execution also goes like this: first statement, second, third, fourth, five, six. Like this, one after another, these statements will be executed. So this part comes under to your sequence. Generally, we write it in the programs. Okay, whatever the thing we write in the program. Next one is selection. When it comes to selection, as the name itself specifies that we are going to select something. Let us assume that we went to a restaurant. In restaurant, we have three recipes are there: recipe 1, recipe 2, and recipe 3. Okay, I mean three types of dishes are there. Or for one dish, there are three types of three ways they have prepared one particular dish. Now you have a choice here, right? So either you can select the first dish, second dish, or third dish, whichever you want. You can fill that one and you can have it. Means here out of these three, same these are of same type, but we are having different options are available, right? So just like this is what known as a selection. Out of three, I can select any particular one. Okay, this is what known as your selection. So how selection works in your program is, let us assume that I have executed this first line, I have executed the second line. Now when it comes to the third line and also fourth line, I don't want to execute this third line and fourth line. Either I want to execute third line or either I want to execute the fourth line based upon a condition. Based upon a condition. For example, my condition is true, then I will execute the third line. My condition is false, then I will execute the fourth line. So this is what known as a selection. Okay, selecting any particular single statement or a block of statement based upon a condition is known as your selection. Understand, this is one of the major way how you can build the logic. Okay, if then flowchart we discussed this one, right? For example, if a is less than b, we have two options: yes or we have no option, right? So if a is less than b, yes, then I print a is smallest. Otherwise, b is smaller. Okay, just we will write like assume like this. This is part is known as your selection here. For creating selection, we have different types of ways are there. Those ways are those are known as your conditional statements. Next class we will see about iteration. Iteration, what is iteration, how to achieve the iteration in a program, that we will see later. As of now, in this class we will discuss about your conditional statements. Right, what are the examples of these conditional statements are: if, that is we call it as a simple if, and also we have a else if, and then we also have a nested if else, and then we have a switch case. Let us go and see each and every one with an example and how does they work, and we will see some sample programs. We will run it in Visual Studio Code. Right, first one coming to conditional statements which execute one or a set of statements that I already told you. There are four types. That is, first one is if, else if, nested if else, and switch case. First, we will see the syntax of this particular if statement. In if statement, this is a keyword. We already discussed about keywords, right? There, this is a keyword that represents the selection statement if. Next one is, it is a Boolean expression. What is a Boolean expression? In last class, I told you that expressions will be created. Using your operators, we are creating some expression, right? So we are creating some Boolean expression. What is a Boolean expression? Wherever you use some relational operator, the output will be Boolean, right? So there it will be, for example, a less than b, a greater than b, a equal to b, a not equal to conditional statement is nothing but selecting one or a block of statement based upon a condition is known as our conditional statements. Right? What are the examples of these conditional statements are? If, that is we call it as a simple if, and also we have a else if, and then we also have a nested if else, and then we have a switch case. Let us go and see each and every one with an example and how does they work, and we will see some sample programs. First we will see the syntax of this particular if statement. In if statement, this is a keyword. We already discussed about keywords, right? There, this is a keyword that represents the selection statement if. Next one is, it is a Boolean expression. What is a Boolean expression? In last class, I told you that expressions will be created. Using your operators, we are creating some expression, right? So we are creating some Boolean expression. What is a Boolean expression? Wherever you use some relational operator, the output will be Boolean, right? So there it will be, for example, a less than b, a greater than b, a equal to b, a not equal to b. So these are known as your like Boolean expression. Means this expression, either it should give a true value or a false value. It doesn't mean that you can take a plus b here. You cannot take a plus b here because it is a arithmetic expression. So right, so whichever expressions return a Boolean value true or false as its result as a return type, such type of expressions are known as Boolean expressions, and we should consider those type of expressions here. And then this is the beginning of the like a condition statement, and this is the end of this particular block, right? I told you that it may be one statement or more than one statement. Means here I can have one statement, or I may have some n number of statements can be there, whatever it may be. Clear? So we can write any number of statements. If it is one, we can write it as a single statement. Otherwise, if you have more than one, we have to use this particular block. If you have two statements, then also you have to use this block. 3, 4, 5, whatever you have, n number of statements, you just write it in a block so that it is applicable here. Okay, so but what is the problem with this if statement is, so when you use this simple if, it is used only with the true conditions. Okay, it is used only with the true condition. If this condition fails, right, if this condition fails, it don't know what to do here. Okay, it don't know what to do here. Rather, what it will do is, it will go to the next part of the program. It will go to the next part of the program. Okay, for example, let us assume that we have one statement, first statement, second statement, and third statement is there. In third statement, if you have this one, and if this is true, it will execute the fourth statement. Okay, next we have fifth statement. So directly, for example, if this condition is true, it will come here. If this is false, it will directly go to the next particular statement here, right? In a this flowchart we can see here, it will be the flow of the program will be coming from the previous part, like from this part it will be coming, and it will check for the Boolean expression. What is a Boolean expression? Like a less than b is a Boolean expression, for example. So if a less than b, so then what it will do? So it will print, just print a is small number or smaller than b. Okay, and next it will go to the next statement. Okay, next print thank you or something, whatever it may be, it will be printing this one. There is no relationship between this fourth statement and fifth statement, or 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so that will be happen here. So next one is this is an example, simple example we can take for the this simple if. That is I have taken one particular constant here, that is equal to x is equal to 5, and I want just to verify that whether it is less than 20 or not. If it is less than 20, I will print that this is a true statement. I mean, I can print whatever it may be, like x is less than 20 or something. Otherwise, we'll go to the next part of the program. Okay, simple. I can verify this. If this is true, for example, 5 less than 20. So this is not, this is true statement here. 5 is less than 20, right? So smaller than 20, right? So that's why it is true. So it will execute this statement. It will print in output. You will get that this is if statement. This is if statement. The output you will be getting. Clear? After this, we'll go to the next part of the program, and then we will come back out of this particular program. So wherever there is a requirement, like if you want only a single thing, that single condition, then you can use a if statement. Next one is if else statement. What is this if else statement is? In previous case, the problem is we don't have, it doesn't know what we to do when there is a like a else part. Like in a negative case, it doesn't know what to do. Okay, so in if else we have both the statements. That is, first one is we have a true value and also we have a false value. It knows, the loop knows where to go if the condition fails, and also it knows where to go if the condition is passed. Right? In both the cases, it has a answer. So it will go to the consecutive block, and after the executing those particular block, it will go to the next part of the program. Okay, same again, if is a keyword here, Boolean expression is already I told you Boolean expressions a less than b or a greater than b, or some whatever it may be, x equal to x square, whatever it may be. Just to take any particular statement, sorry, not this one, Boolean statement. I mean, this is also Boolean statement. Don't take square here. X is equal to y something you can take. In this way, you can compare it. Okay, that is a Boolean expression. Next one is if this part is true, you will write some statement here, this one. And if it is false, then this statement. For example, if this condition is, let us assume I have taken a less than b as my Boolean statement. I have a value as 5 and b value as 2. Okay. So for now, it will check the 5 less than 2. Condition is true or false? False. So it will execute this part. This will execute this part. For example, a is equal to 5, b is equal to 20. In this case, what happens? 5 is less than 20. So it will execute this part. So now you should observe one thing here. If this block is executed, this block will not be executed. It will be skipped and it will go to the next part of the program. Similarly, for example, if this block is not executed, it will execute this block and then it will go to the next part of the program. Means either any one of this particular block will be executed. Okay, there is no third option, like directly it can go to the next part of the program. Okay, so because a Boolean expression is having only two values, either true or false. Okay, both the things will be. So that is what about your general if else, normal if else statement. Let us see a simple program regarding this. So here we have a simple programmer, like we are going to read some variable from age variable from this user, and we are going to tell him whether he is eligible to vote or not. What is the condition to eligible the vote? For example, if a person age is greater than 18 or equal to 18, then he is eligible to vote here. Okay, it should be greater than 18. Let us assume not equal. Let us assume we will take equal to 18. I mean greater than 18. Like if he has 19, 20, 21, so on years, then he is eligible to vote here. So we have just created a age variable, and we wrote a condition age greater than 18, then eligible to vote will be executed. If age is not greater than 18, then he is not, it will display that you are not eligible to vote here. This is how we are building the logic here. So scanner, I'm just scanning the variable. This is a scanner. I will tell you, scanner to read any data from the keyboard, we make use of the scanner. Okay, for this we need to create a object to the scanner class, and the system.in is a like input output command. Right, from sin we are going to read the next integer value. It will read an integer value from the keyboard and it will assign it to this one. For example, on keyboard I have entered 10, so 10 will be copied into this age. So 10 greater than 18, so my age is greater than 18. No, false. In this case, it will tell me that you are not eligible to vote. For example, the sin dot next is like 50. Okay, so 50 greater than 18. Okay, so eligible to vote here. Right, in this way it will be it will tell you the it will build the logic for you. Hope you understand. Okay, similarly already we have seen some conditional operator. I told you the ternary operator will be there. What do you mean by ternary operator? Ternary operator is wherever you use three types of statements are there, three operand values are there. There we call it as a ternary statement, right? Ternary operator or ternary statement. So in this you can see that condition is there. So condition is a less than b is a condition. True statement is a is smaller. Okay, and false statement is a is like bigger, or we can also say that b is smaller. Any one statement, any one thing, one side you can take. Okay, so if this condition is true, then this will execute this one. If condition is false, then it will execute this one. So this is the ternary operator. How many operands are there? This is one operand, two operand, and three operands are there, and two operators are there. In between, two operators are there. If you forget what is unary, binary, and ternary, this is your unary operator, one operand. This is your binary operator, where you have two operand values. Ternary operator, we have three particular operands: a less than b, colon, statement. Okay, I mean question mark, colon. So colon here, and second statement. Operand 1, operand 2, operand 3, and two operators are taken. So whatever we wrote in the previous program, in this program, we can rewrite the program like result is equal to age greater than or equal to 18. In this case, if this is true, then I will print eligible. If it is not true, then I will print not eligible. Okay, so that is how simply we can also create a conditional statement. So there comes about a simple if and if else statement. Okay. So next one is your cascading if else. In this, what happens? You can have more than one particular if condition. So if you have multiple conditions to be passed, then we can make use of your this cascading if else statement. Okay. We also call it as a if else if block. If else if block is created. So and we can also use this one. So simple example is, for example, the student is there, and we want to calculate the grade of a student. Okay. In this case, I will just initialize the grade value. Grade value. I will read the grade value. For example, he entered me the grade value like some 50 or something. I mean, like marks we can take. Okay. So, for example, I want to calculate the grade like A, B, C, D grades. I want to calculate. I'm going to take input as marks. If marks are greater than 90, then I will print it as A grade. Okay, greater than 80, then I will print it as B grade. Okay, if marks are greater than 70, then I will print it as C grade. Greater than 60, then I will print it as D grade. And less than 60, then I will consider it as fail grade. So how many conditions are there here? I have more than one condition, right? First condition, second, third, fourth, five conditions are there. So right. So now I need to write the simple logic here. Like if first case, if marks greater than 90, print A grade. Else what you will do? Else you go to, if I didn't get marks greater than 90, then I have to verify whether my marks are greater than at least 80. Okay. So this is not the complete logic. Anyhow, we will discuss further. Okay. Else if marks are greater than 80, then I will be getting B grade. I didn't get that also. Then what happens? Else if marks are greater than 70 at least. Okay, then I will be printing as C grade. Else if marks are greater than 60, then we will print it as grade. Else if you didn't get any of these particular cases, just will write F grade. Okay. So this is how multiple. Just we are using the multiple else and followed by a if, else followed by a if, else followed by a if. Else is not again further followed. This is the last case, default case. If any one of these particular cases fails, then we will come to this particular case. You understand? So that is the next thing, cascading if else. We'll do one example regarding this grading further. This example will leave and we'll do that one practically. This is also a very simple one. Like we're going to read the month value from the user, and we are going to just write month equal to 12, month equal to 1, and month equal to 2. System dot out dot println winter season we will print. Okay. So if the month is equal to 3 or month equal to 4 or month equal to like 5, 3, 4, 5, then we call it as a spring. Otherwise, we will call it as a summer. Otherwise, we'll call it as a autumn. Clear? So those are the basic if else statements. Clear? So that is if else and nested, cascading if else. Before going to this switch statement, we'll see another type of if statement. That is what we call it as nested if else. In nested if else, what happens? We write a if condition inside, again if condition. Okay, again you may have true block, and else you may have a false block. Will come outside, again you may have a else block and followed by something. Means nested means inside we have one block, again inside we may have another block, again here inside we may have another block, here we may have block, again in the block again another block, another block. So nested means one circle, again we are having another one nested. Okay. So this is what known as a nested if else. We'll do one program on this also. Just a syntax is like first if condition, open the parenthesis, again you write if condition, whatever the statements you want to, you can write the statements, again you write the if condition, and then again you clear the block, else block, and then you come to the outside of the if condition. So this is the outside if, this one will be closed, this one is closed here, this one will be closed. Clear? So right, this one will be done here. So that is about your nested if else. So in previous case we discussed about this one, right? So cascading if else. In cascading if else, what happens? We have to verify all the conditions. Okay, first condition is failed, then we are going to the second condition. If fails, then we'll go to the third condition, fourth condition, and then we'll come. If all the condition fails, we'll come to the default statement. Okay. Here we're checking the multiple conditions. So right, to overcome this, directly we want to go to the particular case wherever the case is available. In that case, we can make use of a switch statement. It is a more structured way of testing the multiple condition rather than restoring the multiple if statements. Instead of using multiple ifs, what we will do, we'll just create the case values and we'll directly go to that particular matched case values. So means one condition is verified, but multiple criteria are being tested here, right? Multiple cases will be taken here. Okay. So just for example, so in this case, we can take this one. For example, I will be writing the expression here. Expression is nothing but whatever the condition you have, that same condition should be taken. For example, I'm going to take the expression is like my expression is, I'm going to read a value from the user. The value should be from like 1 to 12. Okay, he can enter the value from 1 to 12. In this case, if that particular value equal to value we are going to take, if value is equal to 1, we'll go to the first case. If value is equal to 2, then we'll go to the second case. Similarly, we'll go to the 12 number of cases. How many cases I have? 12 number of cases are available. Whatever the value is there, I will go to only that case. I will complete it. I will go to the break. What does break will do? Break will bring me out of this particular block. Means it will not go to the second case, default case, or any other particular case. Break means currently this execution I will be coming outside of this particular block. Where is the block here? This is the beginning of the block and this is the end of the block. Once this break is executed, we will come out of this one and we'll go to the next part of the program and we'll continue to the next part of the program. You understand? So in this, what is happening is we are not going to verify the any other particular condition. Right? For example, what is the default case? Like in if else, for example, I didn't get A grade, B grade, C grade, D grade, then what I will be getting? F grade we are going to get here. So if I want to go to F grade means I have to verify all these 4 conditions first. Instead of this, for example, here if I am going to enter the marks here directly, it will be calculating, it will be directly taking me to this particular grade here. That means one condition, one particular case. Directly get out of this particular block and go for the next part of the program. No need to verify the remaining cases. If it is true, then only we will go to the particular case. Clear? That is what about this switch case. We'll do one program regarding this one. So in this case, we can say take like a simple program where we're going to take the weekday. In this, we're reading the value of a particular in the number like 1 to 7. We're going to read here. So weekday is equal to 1, then it will print as Sunday. Weekday is equal to 2, then directly it will go to the second case Monday. 3, then it will go here 4, 5 simultaneously. It will go to the Friday, Saturday, and for example, if I am entering 10 value, it doesn't know where to go because case number 10 is not available. When the case is not available, what it will do, it will go to the default case. Okay, it will go to the default case and it will print that particular default statement, invalid day or number. So it will come out of this particular block here. Understand? So if I enter 7, then it will go to the 7th case and it will print Saturday and it will come outside. If I go to 6th number, if I enter 6th number, then it will go to here and Friday and it will come out of this. Okay, already I told you about a break statement, right? So what break statement will do? It will take, for example, let us assume you have a block here, right? So block means whenever it touches this particular break statement, it execute, it will bring out of this one. Okay, whatever it may, which type of block it may be. Okay, that is the use of a break statement.
Hope you like this video. Thanks for watching this. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We'll meet you in the next video. Thank you very much.